Yeah, I thought we probably took our chances, particularly in the second quarter, and maybe even a bit in the first quarter. We weren't great at the start of the game, and I thought that we still took our chances then. And then in the second quarter, we started to get better with our contested footy. But probably the real key was showing some resilience in the end when they came back at us in that third term. 4-1. I think they kicked in the third term. So, they're a quality team. Has been the last two grand finals, and I thought the ability to be able to stop that and then give a bit more back was good.
Obviously, the game was getting away in that third quarter.
Well, we knew they'd come at some particular time. We spoke about it before the game that good teams are going to get momentum, and they certainly had their chance. We thought at half time some of the things we were doing were pretty good, and we knew that they'd come out after half time, and you've got some champion players that want to still keep playing football this time of the year. So we knew that was coming. We probably didn't we missed a couple of shots at goal, I think, in that third term, pretty easy ones, and which would have halted their momentum. But once we were able to arrest that in the start of the last term, I thought it was good the way we really responded really well.
Do you play your best footy of the season now, John?
The last month has been pretty good against real quality opposition, and that's what we've been really pleased with. Is that the type of teams we've played over the last 4 or 5 weeks have been real quality teams, and we haven't got it on our terms. We've had to make sure that we set ourselves and play really hard trademark footy, and we were able to do that again tonight, so that was pleasing.
Ryan played a crucial role for you, particularly in that second quarter.
Yeah, Ryan I thought was good all night, and it was good he got some return for his shots at goal. He's had thousands of shots at goal at training this year, and his conversion hasn't been where he'd like it to be. And I thought he got some real reward for his effort tonight. Obviously kicking 4 straight, and they weren't easy shots at goal, a lot of them. So he kicked them at important times, and I thought that's what's really been pleasing about our leadership group is they've been able to do that at important times of games.
What's the situation with Dan Hanbury? It looked like he wanted to come back on. Did he get overruled by the medical staff?
Yeah, he did. He's always a kid who's pretty keen to come back and play. That's why he's been such a good player for us. He wanted to get out there and play. He played with it last year on his other shoulder, and I spoke to the doctors briefly, and they said that this is his good shoulder, but he played with it last year and got through and played really well. So he's still a chance next week.
Gary Rowan, a bit sore at the end.
Yeah, his knee was a bit sore just towards the end, so it was probably a bit of knee, bit of cramp, a couple of things that was going wrong with Gary there at the end. So we just have to see how he turns up on Monday. Hopefully, we need to do everything right with those blokes and make sure that they have a good week and freshen up.
Is that the same knee which has troubled him throughout this year?
Yeah. But it's been sore at training at different times as well, and he's other times it's pulled up really well.
Was the experience of last year, 12 months ago against the Bulldogs, did that help tonight when there was a very similar sort of game where you led for long periods in that third quarter and they came at you last year?
Yeah, it may have helped. We did. I think that's what happens in finals footy is that you're playing against high quality opposition and they're going to get a run on at some point. And whilst we did things pretty well in the first half, we knew that they'd come at us at some point, and maybe there was something in the back of the players' minds that played last year to make sure that they were able to stop it. And I thought the good thing about it though was to be able to then kick 4-1 in the last quarter was really pleasing.
Did you expect the over to come in from that?
We thought it was going to be probably hard for him after just playing last week coming into a final. So we prepared for him to play or him not to play. It didn't sort of make much difference in regards to our preparation.
Ted Richards going, John. Big job for him.
Yeah, Teddy Richards and Nick Smith, have been in our back six all year and have done pretty good jobs, and they fly under the radar a bit, which they tend to like. But they're often playing on some of the best players in the competition week in, week out, and they wouldn't get much sleep on Friday nights or the night before games. But they are able to do their job and do it so well, and it's just as important a job as what Goodsy does. Is the job that those blokes do down back for us.
Hawthorn next week, John. Would you be watching the Lance Franklin injury situation closely for the next few days?
Oh well, whether I watch it closely, it won't change. I guess I obviously watch the game, so I'll see what happens with that, but that's nothing that we can control. We've got to make sure we prepare for Hawthorn at their best. They beat us pretty easily this year up at the SCG, and we were disappointed with the way we went that game, and we need to make sure we're a lot better this time, regardless of who they got playing.